Alvin Jurrens, ALVINJURRENS.
Great. And could you give me your birthday and where you were born?
4/12/31, George, Iowa.
Great. And could you talk about your family at the time when you were growing up and any siblings you might have had?
Okay. We started out, Mom and Dad, and they ended up with 9 kids, and I'm the second oldest. And when I was 14, Dad passed away. So there was Mom with 9 kids, and we lived on a farm. And then me and my older brother, he was probably 16, and we started farming. We did the work.
Wonderful. How was it growing up as the second oldest?
Oh, we thought it was okay, We was farmers, poor, didn't have, but we had plenty to eat, being we lived on the farm, So, yeah.
Great. So could you talk about if you graduated high school, where did you graduate?
No, so I was 8th grade when Dad passed away, and that's the end of my schooling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked on the farm, Yeah.
So did you enlist in the military or were you drafted?
No, I was drafted. See, I got deferred all the time till the Korean War come, and then my older brother got drafted first, and he turned out to be a 4F, So then, I don't know, a year later or so, then I got drafted. I got drafted in 52.
1952.
Yeah.
And where were you at this time?
Still on the farm in George, Iowa, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know where Korea was at the time?
I went in the service. There was probably about 8 of us guys that left from the area, And we stopped in Fort Riley, and some left there. Then in Fort, in Missouri.
Fort Sill.
Fort Riley,
Fort
Kansas.
Sill.
And then I was the only one that went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Artillery. So I took my basic training there and the advanced military trading, and then I had 2 weeks at home. Then I got shipped to Korea.
Wow. So when did you leave for Korea? What was the date?
January 1st in 53.
Oh, you left on New Year's. Wow. How was that? How was that?
My mother's birthday is on New Year's, so it was really something, Yeah.
So where did you, how did you get to Korea?
On the boat.
Did you stop anywhere before you went to Korea?
No, we got on the boat and went through the Golden Gate Bridge, and seen that. And I thought, well, the first day I'll be able to see land, but after a couple hours, that was it. Then we was on the boat 2 weeks, and about the last part of the last week we hit a storm, and they closed all the hatches and everything, and did it smell pretty in there then? Guy getting seasick. Yeah. So then we went to Japan, and then we got on a smaller boat and went to Korea, and we got off of that, into the water, then onto the land. There's a train waiting there for us with no lights, no windows. I mean, scared, And as I was walking up, and all these guys, guy walks up to me with an M1 and you're on guard.
So where was that? Where did you land?
In Incheon.
Incheon. Did
Yeah.
you make the Incheon landing?
Yeah.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
And
then, when got there, and then he gave me that rifle, on guard, and me being fresh from the state, I said, "What's the password?" And he says, you shoot first and then you ask him the password. I thought, man, that don't sound good, you know. Then he turned around and he says, I shouldn't have said it that way. He says, whoever talks first here dies first. And I never forgot that. And that was true, too. Because when you get out to where just you were supposed to be and there was somebody else, you better shoot him.
So, when did you land in Korea? Can you give us the date?
Oh, probably the middle of January.
Middle of January.
I can't remember the date, though.
Still 52.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh, yeah. 52.
And did you participate in the battle, the Incheon landing battle?
I don't know what they call them battles. I have a medal with battle stars on it, you know. But I don't know which battle it was for, you know.
Okay.
No.
So after you landed in Incheon, what unit were you a part of? And
999 field artillery, heavy field artillery. And we got on the train, and then after a while we got on the deuce and a half truck. And then as we was going along to 999 evidently the guy got lost. And all at once I heard boom, boom, boom. And I thought, man, that sounds like 50 caliber machine gun. And boom, 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 it went again. And then the truck stopped and the guy out there says, what the hell are you doing out here? You want to get killed? We was right on the front line. So he told him where to go, and it was just a couple of minutes and we was where we were supposed to go. Yeah, boy, I tell you, that was scary. And then, tired, you know, was in the middle of the night and went to bed or in a sleeping bag, you know. Told us to dig a foxhole too. And it was 30 below zero there. And I thought, how are you going to dig a foxhole, you know? And so, anyway, he was tired and went to sleep, and evidently they called fire mission and I didn't hear it, and when them rounds went off, I like to went through my sleeping bag without opening it. Oh, that was something.
wow.
Yeah, you know, and then after that, fire missions was just any time of day or night, you know. Just fire missions, you get out there and load up them big guns and fire them off.
So where in Korea did you go afterwards?
The what?
Where in Korea did you go afterwards? Do you remember what city you went to next, or were you stationed in the same place throughout the entire time you were serving?
No, I don't know, there was no cities there where we was, you know. We was 38th parallel, and
Okay.
then we was probably within a mile behind that. And I know one time, the first time anyway, that I was called to be the forward observer, you know. And I got up there, you know, and seen those people out there, you know, so I called in a fire mission, you know, and evidently there must have been more fire missions than I called. And that whole mountain lit up in fire. And man, that was, I mean, something that you never see, you know. So the next morning, you know, when that finally quit, and the next morning woke up and looked, and it looked different. I thought, what's wrong here, you know? And then I looked again through my bifocals or whatever you call them, you know, and my glasses, you know. And sure enough, we had blown the whole top of the mountain off. I thought, well, we got the enemy now. And so about 1, 2 in the afternoon, here they come up out of that ground again. And then, you know, we was in the bunker on 38th, you know. I mean, huge thing. I thought nothing would blow out. I felt pretty safe there. And then as we left, going down the hill, I don't know if it was a bomb or a shell struck it, and there it went. He was watching over me, you know, taking care of me.
And do you remember when this was?
No, I don't. It was between January and July.
January and July?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you remember sending letters home, or can you talk about who did you send letters to? And
My mom.
and could we move that over? Sorry, I just don't want it to get in the. Thank you.
Oh, just move this over.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, who did you send letters to?
My mom. Mhm.
And what did you say to her?
Well, we was told, don't write home what you're doing, how bad it is, because they'll worry themselves to death, and I could see that, so I didn't. I just told her it wasn't nice here, and it was cold, and all that stuff, you know. But then in June, see, I was in the gun section, and then in June they needed a truck driver to haul the ammo in, you know. I thought that'd be a different pace, you know, so I signed up for that. And then it wasn't long, you know, they had just had bulldozer roads there, you know, and you could only go maybe 10, 15 miles an hour. And anyway, we had about 100 rounds of ammo and powder on there, you know, coming down this road, and I don't know what happened. Something happened, and we started swerving, and we rolled down that hill, and I thought, man, this is it, and powder's going to blow up, and then that whole deuce and a half, you know, they had that glass window and clock top, and that window came down, and that's what I laid on when we went over them rocks. He was watched over me.
Absolutely. So, do you recall any specific battles that you were a part of?
The what?
Do you recall any specific battles that you partook in, or?
Wow, old body, pork chop, and I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about Old Baldy? What did you do during?
Well,
that
that's the one that we fired all them rounds on and blew the top off.
Okay, so that was Old Baldy that you're
Yeah.
talking about. And what about Pork Chop?
Pork chop, I really don't know. You know, we didn't see it. There was no TV for us or anything, you know. So I don't know. But that's what, you know, when we report, that's what we had to say to get them rounds in the right place, you know.
So, what was your relationship with foreign soldiers? Did you interact with many non-American soldiers while you were in Korea?
Well, we had Korean helping us, you know, laundry and stuff, you know. They was nice. The only time we had problems was when Syngman Rhee released the North Korean soldiers to go back, you know. Then we had guys stabbed to death in bed. That was terrible.
What was it like to watch? What was it like to watch people being wounded like that in front of your eyes?
Oh, terrible.
Do you recall any specific memories?
No, the only time, you know, when you had to shoot and kill somebody, you didn't go look who, because you knew your buddy wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah. So, afterwards, did you go anywhere else? Or you said you left Korea in July, right?
No.
No?
I stayed there till February 54.
Oh, okay. So then let's go back. You were there for a while. So what happened after June?
Oh, then it was, you know, just guard and stuff like that, you know, that there was no firing. Yeah, you know, that night, July 27, 10 o'clock, ceasefire, and we was firing right up to 10 o'clock. And this guy said, we ain't going to stop, you know. 10 o'clock, ceasefire. So we went and ate and washed up and whatever, you know. And then after a while, waiting for a fire mission, it didn't come, you know. And we went out in our sleeping bag and went to sleep, and you slept, and you know, after you always had fire missing, and you woke up and it was so quiet there. You knew they was going to come and get you now, you know. Something had happened, and they didn't. You know, that was it. That was the end of the shooting.
How did it feel to wake up to quietness for the first time?
Yeah, you know, you sleep with your gun, you eat with your gun, and you always had your gun with you, you know. And that's the way it was there, you know. Yeah, that was something, boy, when I got home. My first night at home the next morning, I slept in my room that I always slept, you know, and Mom come upstairs, and I heard someone, they reached for my gun. And of course then I seen it was Mom, and it was a good thing my gun wasn't there. That was the hardest part.
Oh, I think I have tissues. No.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that took a while to get over that.
So you woke up to quietness and you were still in Korea. Oh, sorry, let's let it ring out, I'm sorry. Shirley's phone is still,
Oh, okay.
she said to let it ring. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I still got you on, yeah.
You still have me on?
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're okay. So, sorry. So it was quiet and you woke up and you were still in Korea. So what did you do until you left?
Till I left Korea.
In 54, yeah.
Oh, I still drove truck yet, you know, hauling food and everything else, you know. And that was about mine. And then guard duty and stuff like that, you know. Regular military stuff, you know.
And then
And then on the way home, we got on the General Man, and it had 2 stacks. It only took us 12 days to get home. Nice water and everything. That was a nice trip. Going up, you know, we had 4,500 men on that boat. William Wiggle. And so I knew to get seasick, so I took the top bunk. I thought then they won't me, you know. And laying on that top bunk, and I don't know what happened, and the plumbing was, you know, just a foot above me, and I sat up and boom, my head on it, you know. Stuff like that. Oh man. You know.
how did it feel to leave after so long?
I tell you, boy, yeah, you get back in civilian life, you know. You're pretty aggressive. I mean, boy, if any city says anything wrong or does anything wrong, that's no good. But I didn't carry a gun then. That was a good thing. I used my fist if I had to, you know. You know.
So after you got back, what did you do? And when were you discharged from the military?
Camp Carson, Colorado. Yeah, I was home. I got home in February. And then I went back in for a month to Camp Carson, got discharged, and that's when I met my sweetheart.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, have you been back to Korea?
Korea?
Yes, have you been back?
No.
No?
No. Arnie Anderson, he was over there with me, but he was in a different outfit, you know. And when we got back here, he arranged for Army reunions, you know. All us guys get together. That was something. Yeah.
How did it feel to meet with your comrades again?
Oh, it's just like now, this morning, I was sitting in the waiting room. Guy seen my captain. When was you in Korea, you know? Yeah, 52, 53. Me too, he says, you know. And where it was and all that. All that, you know, all my buddies that was with me up there, they were in different areas of the state here, you know, and never get to see them. But here, you know, that when you wear that cap, it's really awesome.
Well, you should go back. Do you know about the revisit program that they have?
No.
No? It's sponsored by the Korean government, and they cover everything for you except half of your airfare. So once you're there for, I believe, about a week or 10 days, and they put you in a hotel, and they bring you to the DMZ, and they bring you into the new Korea that there is now. You should consider going. If you're interested, you can let my dad know, but it's called the Revisit Program. But
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned that because you know, Korea is so different now from after, and it's because of your service that we were able to become such a stable democracy, and also we're now the 11th largest economy in the world. How does that make you feel about your service in Korea?
You know, I was getting to that, you know, when Arnie Anderson, he went back, and you know, when we got there, here in South Dakota, we have Indians living in teepees. There, they was living in mud huts. And man, I tell you, I couldn't believe it, you know, how, you know, they didn't have anything, you know. And anyway, when Arnie went back, and I don't know when this was, but it was quite a few years later, he says, it's just like the United States now. He says, new buildings and all that. I says, good for them, you know. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, well,
Now, you know, I had cancer and I'm on a bag. I mean, if let's say I go on that trip, could they take care of me?
I definitely think they have accommodations for that. Yeah.
See, I went on an honor flight a year ago, and they had everything to take care of me, and I mean, it was just number one, you know.
Yeah. So after this, we can go talk to my dad about it. But the revisit program is really great. Many veterans have gone on it, and you know, it would be great for you to go back to see what your service did for us.
Yeah, you know, they had a meeting here once, Korean War veterans, you know, and Prime Minister from Korea was here, you know, handing out the medals, and I didn't know they had that here, you know, so I went in the room, and then they handed out the medals, and I was waiting for my name to call, and didn't, and then the lady says, anybody there that didn't give one? I said, yeah, me, you know. And okay, so she put my name on the list, and I guess they got behind, and they're coming. So she says, we'll have a ceremony when it comes. And I shook the hand of him. That was really something. He was so polite and so nice, you know. Yeah.
That's great. So, what do you think the legacy of the Korean War and Korean War veterans is? Oh, this darn phone. Gives you time to think. I don't know what to do about this. I can't unhook it because it's Shirley's.
Yeah, right.
I think we're good. So, I'm going to repeat the question. What do you think that the legacy of the Korean War and Korean War veterans is?
Wow. I don't know how to answer that one. Give me any idea what legacy is?
I mean, well, I guess I can say, what do you think came out of your service?
Oh, freedom.
Mhm.
Yeah, freedom. And them poor people, they have freedom now, and they have, they can live and freedom with them. Yeah. It was an honor to serve over there because of our freedom. We know what freedom is here. There, it was pretty, but now it's different, Yeah. No, that's, yeah. I wouldn't want to go again and do what I did, but I mean, what I did, I'm proud of, that it helped what it did,
So even through the pain that you had to endure, even when you came back from your service, do you think?
See, when the truck accident, I'm on a brace now and had back surgery. There was times I couldn't even walk on it, But since I started here, they've been taking care of me,
So even in spite of that pain, do you think it was worth it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was something that you do for somebody, Yeah, no, yeah.
Is there any message that you would like to leave us with, or anything you'd like to say to the younger generation who will be watching?
Oh, like going to basic training. You do it over and over and over. You can do it in your sleep. And you think, man, that's sure a lot of crap to go through, But boy, when you get in, like in the war, then 99 times out of 100 it's right. And you do what you're told. Yeah.
So, is there anything else you'd like to say? Any other thing that you'd like to leave us with?
Can't think of anything right now.
Are you proud of what you did?
Oh yeah, I am, really. Yeah. I mean, wearing this cap, people, thank me. And we went to restaurants here in St. Paul's, ordered a meal, and I don't know who, they paid for it. Unbelievable. Yeah. No, I tell you, not that alone, but it was an honor too. It's just, when Korean War was over, it was the forgotten war, when there was nothing here, you come home and that was it,
Why? Why do you think it was the forgotten war? Why is this the war that we forget?
I don't know. It's because I think when the armistice was signed, the fighting was ended, but the war wasn't. And it's still not, That is kind of sad, really.
Yeah, how does it make you feel that this war that you fought in so long ago is spanning over 60 years to this day?
Yeah. Yeah, when that happened, I figured it would, but then it didn't, So I don't know. I have no answer for that. No.
Would you be in favor of reuniting the two Koreas?
Oh, I think they should, yeah. Yeah, I mean, them poor North Koreans, no freedom, no food, you know. You do this or else you get shot, you know. Dictatorship. Terrible. You know. No, they should be reunited again. No. No. But take somebody with more knowledge than I have to put that together, I guess. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we? Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end this interview?
Oh, no. Can't think of anything. I think I said everything.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your service, and as a Korean American myself, I'm very grateful for everything that you did, and I don't see myself here without what you did. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here today.
Thank you.